sing, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, Entertain? So Tam comes out with another Hollywood Hot Topics. First thing I wanted to get into, let's get into the Nicki of it all. Y'all saw my reaction to the track that she did drop with the Bigfoot. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it did go over my head. I see now what she's doing after sitting back and watching all the social media stuff go on. This was basically a song she put out, in my opinion, just to say, hey, I could do better than you with a track that I'm not even really trying on. So take it and eat it. And she kind of trolled on this song, but it wasn't a diss song. My whole thing is she marketed it as a diss song. So what we expected, in my opinion, as listeners, we expected her to go in like a Roman's Revenge or like, a Sheether type of thing. And we didn't get that. All we got was her talking on the account with the little whisper voice, sounding like Tweet. I did it last night. I hypnotized Okay, we got one of those talking over the damn track. But now I get it. I do get it now. I still think the song is trash, but it's not really a song. It's not really a rap song. It's a troll track. It's trending number 2 for music on YouTube. Do I think she accomplished her mission? I still don't think she accomplished it, only because I feel like it made her look more bothered than anyone. We never see Nicki go ham and postal like this. So for her to be going on social media days after days after days after days with Megan not giving her any reply, I just don't think it was a good look. We haven't really seen a lot of people get her this press, so it didn't really do her like any favor. She claims that other people wanted to do a feature, female rappers wanted to do features on this track. Now Akbar does not count. Akbar is the only person I could see wanting to really hop on this and be like, Nikki, I let it sound like, you feel me? Like, I feel like this gonna go number 1 in like iTunes, and like I feel like it's gonna get you the Grammy. I feel like this really gonna get you the Grammy. So like, I'm gonna hop on the chat. Let me hop on the chat. Like, that's the only person I can see really wanting to get on this song. Maybe a JT, but not really, just because she doesn't want to be in the midst of all the drama.
Then you hear, because you're always trying to, oh, bitch, always know what the fuck I'm doing on the internet, but I always act like shit. You hear that? Oh, that's Doodle on a beat tag. Oh, I know I could tell him what to do. So she had me play this song on my, you know, and everybody was like, oh, bitch, put that out. Da-da-da. So she really hit Doodle on the beats. Well, her and her team, and they have the same team.
Not her being mad and calling him doo-doo. Don't be mad because it wasn't clear. It's politics, Nick.
To think about it. If you're not bothered by something, why would you stop that man money when I had that beat for 6 years, had my song done? It was a fun song. I posted it. Other female rappers said they want to be a part of it. I thought it was going to be very fun and cute. Then you hear, because you're always trying to, they posted a stat about somebody and then they had to delete it in 24 hours because now the highest debut of all time for any female in Apple Music history is fucking Bigfoot. Well, not Bigfoot, it's me. My song Bigfoot, about Bigfoot. They posted a stat about somebody and then they had to delete it in 24 hours because
like doing stuff like this to me is corny. I love Nicki, but I'll be fair. I just feel like it's corny. Like you're going off on somebody on a continuous basis. I feel like I'm the type of person, I'm gonna drop the bomb once and that's it. Ain't gonna be a lot of back and forth. Y'all seen me do it before. You feel me? Like I would just drop the ball if I okay and get you mad. I just feel like the back and forth thing, you're giving that person too much attention, too much clout if you're gonna continuously go back and forth with them. And that's why I feel like she's giving to Megan. But I do feel like this track and her playing with the charts is a little genius. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is a little bit genius because it's showing us how much power the Barbs really do have. Because the fact that they were able to get it into 2 million views under a day is very impressive. But only the Barbs could do something like this. These other female rap artists, they'll never be able to get their fan base to do numbers like this within a day for an audio type of song, not even with visuals. Now, Moniece chimed in on this about a day ago about this whole Megan's Law thing. I'm really pissed that she even brought this up. Because here's the thing. This song really brought awareness to Megan's Law because the Leotti audience didn't even know what the fuck a Megan's Law was. I know what it was because I used to watch America's Most Wanted. Neje, okay? I remember the Saturday nights when it used to air on basic television, and my sisters used to have that show running in the middle of the night, and it used to scare the hell out of me. And I used to hate Saturday nights going into Sunday mornings because I used to be petrified because I used to think I was going to get, kidnapped, right? So they would kind of mention Megan's Law between it because they would mention sometimes people that would R-word girls end up running away, and then they would be in the search of them to try to find them, right? Now, Moniece feels as if the family should get some legal action towards Megan Thee Stallion because they feel as she feels as if they should feel a way about the track. Now the guy on America's Most Wanted used to be like, "I'm John Walsh, and this is America's Most Wanted." Okay, and then he used to bring it up every now and then. He'd be like, "Now this guy, he's on he's on the registered list. So if anything on the if he were to be in the area and would be registered, you would know." Okay, and then they put the mugshot up and everything. Now, I feel like this is pure BS because it brought awareness to the law, and not even that. In a court of law, wouldn't this be able to be twisted in a whole lot of ways so that way she wouldn't get prosecuted on something like this? And for the family to all of a sudden, be acknowledged of this is very suspicious because I doubt they're paying attention to damn rat beef. Okay, so apparently now they are considering some legal ramifications against Megan over this whole bar in the track. If I was Megan, I would be petty enough to try to pursue some legal action towards Nikki, because clearly there was some behind the scenes having a lot to do with this. Now, TMZ said Megan Thee Stallion's beef with Nicki Minaj has invoked a famous law aimed to protect people from sex predators, and the father of the girl is named after isn't happy about it. Richard, whose daughter Megan was unalived in the 90s by an sex predator who at the time wasn't legally required to identify himself in his neighborhood, and whose Megan's Law is inspired by, is fuming over Megan Thee Stallion casually dropping his daughter's name in the diss track name that kicked off this new feud between her and Nicki Minaj. He tells TMZ that Megan dragged his late daughter's name into an explicit, riddled song aimed at Nicki is as disrespectful as it gets from his point of view, and he knows that Megan Thee Stallion actually appeared to shed light on the law, which doesn't change his sour feeling. You should have a sour feeling because he's giving attention to that. Okay, because listen, a lot of us would refer to this list as, "Oh, he's on the sex offenders list." A lot of people would refer to it, "Oh, this is Megan's Law." I've never heard that a lot until this track has been dropped. I knew about it, like I said, because America's Most Wanted. They said Conker tells us that using his daughter's name in such a graphic, offensive manner was highly offensive to the pain that his daughter and his family felt. And while he says he hasn't heard the track with his own 2 ears yet, wow, he has read the lyrics and it's still a no-go for him. Listen to the track. Get you some beats, put them headphones in, and listen to his. I feel like this is a huge money grab on their family's end, and they feel like, oh, this is a good way for us to get some coin in starting into the new year. And I do feel like some teams were involved in making some calls and making him notified about this lyric being used because they don't seem to me like a type of family that keeps up with the urban hip hop news in this era at all. So I'm not too convinced that they just were just notified on their TMZ alert. No, some calls were made and things were done. Moniz, to me, in my opinion, you have other stuff to worry about. This is the last thing you should be worried about. Is barging into some rap beef. Okay, and you would think her having a child herself, you would want, in my opinion, this law to be known more by other people and for people to actually know what causes people to know when SCX offenders move into the neighborhood. You would think you want people to know what the law is named. You having children yourself instead of defending her not bringing up that law and people not notifying of it and you being a mom. But hey, that's too crazy for Moniz. In my opinion, if I was Megan, petty to petty, bald head to bald head, like the girls say, I would contact Christopher Reeve's family. Okay, since Nicki Minaj said, um, I'll f with horses since Christopher Reeves. Shouldn't his family feel a way about that? Now, Christopher Reeves is not alive. Y'all all kept telling me that in my YouTube, but I don't do that. He ended up passing away in 2004. Now, what happened to him? He fell from a horse and he landed directly on his helmet in a near perpendicular position. He broke two vertebrae in his neck. His spinal cord was not completely severed, but there was a large hemorrhoid at the point of his injury. This severely damaged the nerve vertebrae that carry information from the brain to the muscles of the body. And this was a picture referring to the injury. Now, is this funny? A lot of people could say the same. Why wouldn't his family feel away? If we're playing petty games, I just don't get the big deal of using the line in the song. I just don't. I don't get the big deal. Like, people need to be alerted about stuff like this because a lot of y'all don't know. Yeah, y'all didn't know what the law was. Okay. Now, she did go to Good Morning America. Good Morning America is the bitch's second home. Megan loves to go there, like just to spill the tea, to do interviews, to lie a little bit. Now, she made a big announcement that she's going on tour and dropping her third studio album. So, will you guys be buying the ticket tours? Okay, will you guys be purchasing them tickets for the tour? Me, not really. Just because a nigga trying to say some coin, especially after the Beyonce concert. So not really, but I do feel like she will probably have a good showing, just because of all the hype around her dropping some new music. So people will want to support her just because of all this hatred that's been spewed about her just in the past year over this trial and everything like that. So I think she'll do good with this tour. I really do think that she'll do good with it just because of all the vitriol that's been coming at her. A lot of people do not understand. The more hate that they send this girl's way is the more support people will give out to her. If they ignored her and didn't do all this clout and all this hoopla, I don't think a lot of people would be backing her as much. A lot of people like to root for the underdog, unless you're ET. No shade. Uh, but in her case, people sympathize with a lot of stuff that she's went through. So then, kind of doing this whole gangbang on her, it's not really working out. Nikki shouldn't have replied as quickly as she did. It made her look like she was panicking quickly. For you to go off on this tangent, for you to put out this track as quickly as you did, you complaining about, the sample not being cleared and everything like that. It showed that you were in a state of panic and that you were bothered. If she had taken her time and dropped a fire ass track, not this troll track, which, like I said, now I understand what she was doing, and it was an actual diss track. It's a troll track. It would have hit a lot more different. in my opinion. Okay. Let me know what y'all think about this whole Bigfoot versus his track. I'm going to be doing something very special about this really, really soon. Probably later on this week or tonight, all depending on how everything works. So stay tuned for that because it's gonna be a good one. Okay. Next I wanted to get into y'all is Draya. So apparently Draya, you guys, is allegedly pregnant by an athlete who is 21. Shawnee, get your damn nostrils and get back Drea on Basketball Wives now. This is what I want to see on Basketball Wives. Now, this is a storyline. And not even that, he's an actual basketball player. Come on now. This is gold, Shawnee. You better pay Drea about like $2 million to do the season. You know the bitch gonna take the money, okay? As much as she wants to act like she's better than, you put a big check in front of her, I think she's gonna hop on it. Why do you think she's dating Mr. Jalen Green? They say Drea Michelle, 39, is rumored to be pregnant by her 20-year-old boyfriend, Houston Rockets guard Jalen Green. Drea has 2 kids by 2 men already. Her oldest son is also 21 years old. They say, I find it odd how there's no outrage like there would be if Drea was Dre. This to me is disgusting, being that her son was born the same year as her boyfriend. Now, Drea's 39, her son is 21, and Jalen is 21. They even look alike, which even is more odd. They said his sisterhood doesn't see a big deal with this because he's 21. They call women who do this cougars. They call men who do this predators. Word of the month is predator. Okay, we need entertainment. We're gonna do the word of the month. The word of the month, y'all, is predator. The word of the month, y'all, is Megan's Law. The word of the month, y'all, is Megan. Okay, the predator, Megan, Law. That's the 3 words of the month. Clear example of selective outrage. I'm starting by agree with this 100%. Let this have been Shannon Sharp that got, a 19-year-old pregnant or 18-year-old pregnant, it would have been some issues. This is very odd of Drea. I'm sorry. Drea comes off to me who's extremely mature. Like, we've seen this happen over the course of Basketball Wives. We've seen her kind of uh age in front of our eyes. Like, Drea's not to me like those kitty girls that you see on Instagram beefing with other girls on Instagram doing the back and forth. We rarely see Drea on social media if it's just not for her looks or her businesses or anything like that. So in my opinion, mentally she's very mature. So her being with a 21-year-old to me is odd. I'm sorry. It's weird. It's weird. Because what can you really relate to him about? He's barely fresh out of college. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if it was the other way around, people would be hounding the guy if she was a guy. They would be going in. Okay, and it's just like her son. I wonder how her son really feels about this, being that they're so close in age and they can relate to a lot of things as in regards to probably, sports, schooling, girls, and he did your mama. I don't know. It's the son. I feel like that makes it worse. I feel like if the son wasn't in the equation, then it wouldn't too much matter. But it's the fact that the son is in the equation. So it's kind of like, yeah. All right. So a lot of people are going in on Twitter about the whole situation. They say, sorry, not sorry, but I don't care that he's of legal age. To me, this is disgusting behavior on her part. Someone said, why don't people get mad at this for men? Jamie Foxx has been dating people the same age as his daughters for years. I think now he even dates younger girls than his daughter. It's not something appropriate, nasty even. It says something when you're not able to pull a man your age. It's giving predator. Word of the month is predator. I'm 11 years younger than her, and I don't even know what I would do with a 21-year-old. That lady better not be preg. That's a new low even for her. Now, it's not confirmed that she's pregnant, you guys. It's all being alleged that she's pregnant, but that's the rumor mill out there. The fact that she may be with child, okay? I know somewhere Jackie Christie's in a black coat with her shades on, with a 40-inch press down, okay? Texting Draya and FaceTiming Draya and be like, now, Draya, Why I see on the internet that you pregnant, okay? Trying to get her back on the season because you know Jackie has no alliances up this upcoming season. It said it's seriously predatory and it's scary. I'm like so upset for her son, someone says. Another person tweets, I see a lot of y'all have problem, but be cool with sugar daddies. This is a weird situation, but plenty is talking out the both side of their neck. This tweet, though, is hypocritical. There's a difference between a sugar daddy and a full-on relationship. A sugar daddy is transactional. I know girlies who have sugar daddies. It's strictly financial, okay? I know a girl who has a whole rent paid off a sugar daddy that's living in the MIA. It's transactional. They know what it is. They're not in a full-on relationship. She got a whole boyfriend and all. But this, to me, isn't transactional. That's her nigga. You feel me? That's her nigga. I'm really sad that she's not with the past guy that she was with. I know there was a lot of infidelity issues. We've seen it happen with the show, and everything like that. Y'all remember Orlando, all right? When Jackie popped up with her daughter, she said, she's cheating with my daughter, Chantel. Okay? Y'all remember that whole Orlando scandal? I really am sad that she's no longer with him because I found them to be very cute together or whatever. They weren't that, the closest in age or whatever, but still, like, I feel like, that they were cute, but clearly she wants different. Now, y'all know me. I don't even know anyway. I like older. No shade. Like, usually, 20-year-olds don't do it. It's just like, ew. Yeah, the mentality just don't be there. It's just like, Now, speaking more of the track, you guys, Kelsey's husband remixed Bigfoot. Now I've been seeing a whole lot of remixes online because, like I said, Nicki was trolling with this track because now it makes sense to me now, and basically put out a subpar beat and put out a subpar track and is now letting people doing promo for her. That's what I feel like the goal was with this track. And he entered the chat, y'all, by doing his own produced mix with this track.
How you fucking Mother Mary when she died? How you gonna get?
Now this sounds already better than the actual original track. A lot of people are going in on Kelsey because they feel as if she's being a bad friend. She says, stop hating, we working. Watch how this makes this MS tap into the city for real. I was grinding the city before I got on that road. Those that have been watching me since 2017 know. When I was on the road, y'all, Ish was getting turned down every time I tried to make Ish happen for y'all. I had to find nice ways to tell y'all it ain't work out. I had to say certain things for the H-Town legends to even be acknowledged for real. So yeah, shout out to the ones that turned their back on me. F y'all, respectfully, can't damn my MF light. This is in my blood, and I don't owe no one a up thing. I'm creating a way for me and mine. I wish you had that energy on the stand, Kelsey. Now, I do see a lot of people saying that she's not a real friend. Megan wasn't a real friend to her either. They're both weren't each other's real friends. This is what you have called really a fake friendship. So I'm not surprised at this at all. And I feel like people need to kind of lighten up because clearly she wasn't too much of a friend of Megan and Megan wasn't too much of a friend of hers because neither of them had each other's back throughout this whole process with this whole Tory Lane situation. So let's not do too much as if this is such a shock. This actually makes sense in my opinion. Is it shiesty and shady as fuck? Hell yeah. She looks they look a little corny with this. I will say that. It does look corny. I see a corn on the cob. I do see a corn on the cob. A little bit. Now, damn Tokyo, y'all. This lady is so funny. Now, she is Team Nicki with this. And she even remixed her own track, y'all. Y'all remember the last time that she rapped? I did my vocals. This time, I got to put my vocals to rest because I got a studio session soon. But, somebody tried to take a photo with her that like Megan Thee Stallion, and she was not too keen on it, y'all.
Is that a Tokyo?
Yeah. Hi. Do you like Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah.
Well, fuck y'all. Fuck you, bitch.
Let me tell y'all something. Tokyo needs cameras around her 24/7. The fact that she doesn't have a camera recording her and following her on her everyday ventures is blasphemous. Okay, um, y'all know Tokyo has gotten a lot of coin. Tokyo to me is a grown version of Kashmir, so sounds such a baddies. So she's gotten a whole lot of coin from Nicki Minaj. So of course she's gonna be Team Nicki. Y'all be fools to think she's going to be Team Megan because Megan has never sent her a coin. Tokyo, Nicki has always sent Tokyo coin. She might curse Nicki every now and then when she gets into her bipolar banters and start going off, but she's always been a fan of Nicki. So it's not shocking at all. All right. They even did an acapella mix to Bigfoot.
Like 6 foot. I call it Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot. Still ain't top red movie.
Now this even sounded better too. The Barbs will collab to make sure that Nicki is number one and to make sure that Nicki comes out on top. So to me, the cult like following will always outnumber anybody that she goes against. She doesn't even have to move a finger. That's why all this social media hoopla to me was very disappointing because you didn't even have to do all that. The Barbs could have did it for you. Okay. Now, just hilarious, you guys, is announced to be on the Breakfast Club. This whole thing is confusing to me because why were you trash talking them on that Instagram post if you're going to be working with them? So now it's going to create an awkward work environment, and I don't see this lasting long. No shade, I just don't. Because Charlamagne's gonna be like, this bitch, who the fuck, who does this bitch think that she is, talking trash when you barely did a season yet on the Breakfast Club, and you popping it. But congratulations do go out to her. I still don't think that she should have announced it as early as she did because it just created a whole lot of drama and unnecessary attention before she could even start her official first day. Now, let's talk Bravo getting sued. All right. Now, this to me is really, really interesting because I always find it interesting when certain networks are accused of certain things and it ends up going the legal route because I always want to find out like the inner details behind the scenes that may have went on about it. Now, if y'all don't know, Caroline Manzo, you guys, was on Real Housewives of New Jersey. So this lady right here, that went against that went against Teresa and Danielle and everything like that, and she was on like the older season. So she got brought back for like a girls trip, right? Bravo does this thing where they bring like older housewives or whatever, they put them on a trip and they go on a girls trip. So during the girls trip, Brandy decided to grab out a pussy. She turned into Donald Trump. She wanted to grab out a pussy and basically SA her in the bathroom, apparently and allegedly. Okay. Word of the month is predatory. Okay. Y'all catching the drift? Okay, okay, cool. Now, according to Entertainment Tonight, former Real Housewives of New Jersey star Caroline Manzo is suing Bravo and its affiliated company over an alleged SA incident involving former housewives Brandy that took place last year while filming the Ultimate Girls Trip. According to documents reviewed by Entertainment Weekly, Manzo claims that during the filming of season 4 of the Housewives spinoff, the network would regularly ply the Housewives cast with alcohol, causing them to become severely intoxicated, then directly encourage them to SA other cast members because it's good for ratings. Manzo and Brandy left the series before production ended. Insiders allege Glanville kissed Manzo multiple times during a party without her consent. Representatives for Bravo and Peacock and Universal, which all named as defendants due to their involvement with the show, did not immediately respond to Entertainment Weekly's request for comments. Reps for Warner Brothers and Shed Media declined to comment. The network should always be concerned about their safety of their employees. The housewives are not their pawns to abuse for drama purposes. Manzo's attorney told Entertainment Weekly. We believe this case is about the network selfishly sacrificing the well-being of their talent for ratings and profits. Brandy stated that she was simply doing what the producers told her to do, and reality television is leading to severe emotional and physical harm of its talent. This must stop. Now, a lot of you girlies are very lucky to be on a Bravo and working with these networks, because these other app networks, you got to get your head stomped on. You got to get, your lip busted. Okay? Now, do I think this happened? I really do. I really do feel like this happened. We've seen Brandy do a lot of wild stuff these past seasons, and they've given her pass after pass after pass. And it's because of what? She's white. Sorry as it is, it's the truth. Okay? Brandy would not have gotten away with all that she's gotten away with if she had not been white. I'm sorry. They give her way too many passes. She's called uh, people black for not knowing how to swim. She slapped people before. She threw alcohol in people's face. She done a whole lot of crazy shit. And they just let her get away with it. So I feel like this is kind of Bravo's karma for letting her get away with it as much as they are. So now Caroline is getting a big payday. Now I'm not mad at Miss Caroline. Caroline said, bitch, I'm getting up there in age. I'm never going to be returning anytime soon with any of these bitches. I may as well get some coin. And she made me feel uncomfortable because I'm not with the lesbian shit. Okay? She hit her with the Safari from Flavor of Love. I tried to give her chapstick. She went in. She tried to get on me like a lesbian. I don't even get down like that. Okay? She hit her with one of those. So I don't blame her for doing this. I'm sorry. This is their karma for allowing Brandy to be able to get away with stuff and not being reprimanded for it. We know she's gotten fired for a long period of time now, but you guys have brought her back for Housewives specials, another girls trip, rewarding her, while other housewives have done basically nothing close to her, and they're treated as if they're like demons. Now, apparently, Andy was watching a show in his dressing room, and we found a note containing a whole lot of substances, okay? Tic Tacs, powdered donuts, spinach, and bleach. So I renamed it due to YouTube guidelines. You guys could clearly see what it says on the page. Tic Tacs is the M word. The A word is bleach. Leaves, aka spinach, is the other M word underneath. And you guys already know the C word is powdered donuts. We do nicknames around this bitch. Okay? Now, he went and clarified what that was, and he said it's a prop that's in his dressing room. I don't know about that, Andy.
Getting a lot of questions about the sign that is under my TV in my dressing room.
That is great. Okay? It's not drugs. I don't do substances. I just feel like it's great that you guys are investigating. Let me stop.
Says Molly acid mushrooms. That was a prop in a game that we played on the show with Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen, who both signed that card. And Charlize's mom was behind the bar. And let's see. The question was, the question was, what drugs has Charlize tried? And that was the answer. Charlize held that sign up and it said Molly acid mushrooms. And it was so funny. It was like a really memorable moment from the show. And it was so funny that I had Charlize sign it. And it's in my dressing room. Fun little behind the scenes story. Getting a lot.
Thank you. I said thank you.
Aside from
Okay, and I guess the clip was included in to here. Okay, poor Andy. He never is going to escape those powdered donuts rumors. I mean, goddamn. All right. One last thing you guys wanted to get into, y'all, is Phaedra. Now, this clip kind of leaked about this reunion. Mind y'all, I've rewatched this reunion before on television. I did not notice that Phaedra had a taser on the reunion. So y'all was over here mad at Kenya about having props, but she had a taser. Okay? She channeled her inner Tommy and got her a little taser at the season 5 reunion for Kenya. Now, although I may not have been a big fan of Phaedra, and I'm still not, to be honest, because I feel like she's a liar, I'm not mad at this. Y'all want to know why? This is the same reunion Kenya threatened to say that she was going to get over there and knock Phaedra loose while she was pregnant. And Phaedra was with child at the time. So can you really blame her for having a taser on her person during this reunion, just in case Kenya decided to get froggy and get in her face? She would have been shocked and twirling all over that stage. Ooh, she should have got in Phaedra's face. That would have been an iconic moment. But Phaedra probably would have got fired for bringing a weapon on stage. Okay? But bravo, y'all need to do a better job. How was she able to get on set with that? That is crazy. All right, now let me know what you guys think about the Bigfoot of it all, and what do y'all think of the word of the month, predatory? Okay, leave your comments down below, and we're all babies.
No personal thing.